Welcome to State College, Pennsylvania. Beaver Stadium, they call it Happy Valley. But more times than not, if you are a visitor and the lights are on, you do not leave here happy. And these fans are ready for Penn State to kick off another season. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. So Penn State's offense takes the field. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense. Always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Past the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter, but you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football, so yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. He's up to 55 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
We knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front. This guy caps it off. It's a nice touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting set.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Grabbed behind the line, it's McMillan. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. There's a reason they call it linebacker U, and class is in session getting that sack.
I mean, big-time playmakers in the linebacker spot all throughout their history that know how to get to quarterbacks and know how to make big-time plays.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Jackson gonna throw it. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, and they're able to get him down at the 45. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Nick?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most...
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Trying to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 13-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Stanford unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks there on the farm of what things were like when Bill Walsh and David Shaw were in charge. An A-plus performance from the Cardinals. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of room there, giving him a fumble to the 16. Alabama quickly back to the line. Jackson will throw. They're bringing him. And now they've lost the ball down here. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense with the scoop and score.
A nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, but awareness. Scoop it up. I got space. Get up the field. A little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together. Ready to try the point after.
And with the extra point, they're up 51-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Makes the quick grab. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive in 2nd and 12.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you're in a high space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was going.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Holds it in and looking upfield.
Return is brought down at the 33. And your Penn State Nittany Lions will take over.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Leaves it with the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
DB does an outstanding job here on his deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going. They better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half. And it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. If I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen this.
He's knocked down to the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Complete in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the running back. He had to fight for a couple down to 33.
The run game just is not working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A third and long coming up here. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe the second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Trying to fight their way back into this thing, down 16 and about to kick off. From inside the 10, here it comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, and they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays.
He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, you're lucky that one wasn't picked.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Handoff to the lone back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down to the 27. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Open.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Now the pitch. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
You're killing me holding on back-to-back plays.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's stuck. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
What a great job by this defense, setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. They can feel uncomfortable. They can feel that pressure. Keep getting them on the ground. That's why they built it up.
Gonna run it. It's Winston. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decisions.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! What a grab and go for the score.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. They didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just with the plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there getting set. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the run, it's Winston. That's 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Jackson going to throw it. Had to get rid of it quickly. The pass ball's incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and he'll bring it to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak. It's very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game. It's got to be one drive.
It's going to have to be. I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And he's almost to that first down marker there. He's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Got a big paw on it and a tip drill pick. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play.
Timeout, Penn State.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let me show you what's going down. USS is ahead in this one. Unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 7 over Liberty. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're trying to get to it. Got it in the middle. It's John. They make the stop after the catch. Still some work to do to pick up that first down. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by his defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point just takes a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and the defense will come out feeling it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll try the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Jackson will throw. And he just threw that one away safely. Didn't see anything. Lived to play another play.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense time, though.
Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big stick with him too. Line getting set on second down. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Stark. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just... He
makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And right down the middle. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring total. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start to return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. That's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on the last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to go up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Jackson gonna throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's gonna take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. You're right. Doing something so don't just slide down. Don't even take that thing all the way back.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will take another one onto this lead. We've We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. He finds his man.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, you know it's passion. You're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. He's had them steps, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
The Lions going back to work on offense now. Line gets set, first down. The give to the left. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll leave it with him. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this from the crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and putting 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 8 over the Royals. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Winston. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Jackson will throw. Gets it. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers in the next couple of weeks, especially next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is. Because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Now on the return.
Return is brought down at the 33. And your Penn State Nittany Lions will take over.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they have divided these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game and take the W and go on.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
Oh my God.
Wrestle down at the
70 blocks.
after getting 5.
That's a touchdown.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The give to the right. Got room at the 35. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll give it to him again. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Try to go.
Nothing like stopping the guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder.
Too much.
No good.
That's why you
For the
practice.
field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
That's how you practice.
Alabama, 14.
Too much. We're adjusting for something that ain't good. Adjusting for a win that ain't good.
The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out and find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. If you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.